In today's Healthier Me, we talk with a Stanford allergist, Dr. Chris Cleveland, about what to expect with the spring allergy season approaching and some ways to treat those allergy attacks. Chris, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So why do we see an increase in allergies during the springtime?
Usually we're seeing an increase in people who might have allergic reactions to tree pollen, and then later in the summer it'll be grass pollen, and then into the fall it'll be weed pollen. But we can also see some mold exposures that cause some issues with red, watery eyes, runny nose, stuffy nose, itching even of the ears and back of the throat that occur.
And I feel like some of those symptoms are pretty similar to maybe flu or not feeling that well. How do you distinguish between whether or not you might have the flu or you think it's just allergies?
It can be really tough to tell the difference. Usually those cold symptoms last for a shorter period of time, up to about 2 to 3 weeks, and then allergy seasons can extend a little longer than that, sometimes 4 to 6 weeks, maybe a little more mild than your cold and flu. Cold and flu symptoms often go along with having fevers as well. If you have a fever and feel run down that way, then it's probably not due to allergy symptoms.
4 to 6 weeks, that's pretty rough. But in order to treat those, what do you suggest?
So allergy symptoms usually respond pretty well to the over-the-counter antihistamine. Some of the brand names of those are such as Zyrtec or Claritin or Allegra. And you want to stick with the non-sedating ones, especially if you go to school or work. And then there's two over-the-counter nasal sprays that work pretty well as well. The two brand names of those are Flonase and Nasacort, and those work very well if taken consistently throughout the allergy season.
Good to know. And I know it's also tempting with the warmer air moving in to open up your windows at night when you're sleeping, but that might, I hear, kind of startle your allergies as well.
True. If you do have some allergies and you're prone to hay fever, you want to keep the house closed and you want that air recirculating through a filtered system. And usually HVAC systems or heating ventilation systems that have a HEPA or HEPA filter system work well for getting those allergens out of your home environment.
Good to know. All right, Chris, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
All right, and ahead here at noon in the Mr.